Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason, and today we're back with some more Shadowrun Returns. Last time we came to the cemetery to pay our respects to the late Mr. Sam Watts, and as a result we got into a fight with a bunch of hired goons and stuff and shot up the place with magic spells and shotguns and grenades, and it was great. Ghouls showed up. We had a real party. But anyways, after all that we got some karma points, which we used for leveling up. So, I was thinking about what I was going to do with my karma points, and I determined that, you know what, I'm going to max out my body. I'm going to go ahead and max out the body. That'll leave me with 1 point remaining, and then, since that is maxed out, after that's done, I'm going to increase, I was thinking about going ahead and doing willpower, but you know what? I'm thinking that maybe I'm specializing too much in that. I'm like, you know, body's great, it gives me health, right? And I can get more, I have more health, so I've got more survivability, but at the same time, I'm like, wouldn't it be nice to just not get hit at all? So I'm thinking, you know, if I get some available karma, that I should maybe start working on building up, what is it, quickness? Yeah, building up quickness, and perhaps that will have basically increase my chance of not being hit by physical attacks. So if I increase my quickness as well as my willpower and spellcasting, that'll make me harder to hit, which means I'll be even better sort of as a tank, and as it is, my spellcasting is already pretty high. I'm not going to get any more slots with my willpower of 8. Eventually I'll get to 9 and we'll max out spellcasting and everything, but my chances to hit are already pretty good. I just want to stop getting hit. So I'm going to go for body for now, but then we're going to go ahead and put maybe points into quickness after. Actually, I'm wondering if it's maybe more worth it to put the points into quickness, because I can get 2 points right now. Let me see. I could go here, and then I could go here. I could get 2 points into quickness for the 1 point into body. You know what, let's go ahead and do that instead. I changed my mind. You know, we could go ahead and get the extra 10 points, but this here will actually prevent us from taking damage altogether. And I think that's probably a good thing to do. So we have 1 point of karma remaining, and yeah, we're done with that. Now, basically, after we basically killed the last guy, we determined that they were goons from the, was it Universal Brotherhood? I believe it was. Let me take a look here. I don't think it really says on that list. I don't know, I wasn't really reading, I just kind of skimmed over it really quickly. Now, I believe we talked to Jake already, but I want to go ahead and maybe talk to him again and be like, hey, Jake, what's up? And he says, as he walks down here, all dramatically, he's facing away, he's like, the Brotherhood probably retains merc like the ones that just attacked us for their security detail. You're gonna need a full team if you're headed to their chapter house. I can arrange for some of Delilah's runners to meet you there, if you want to go now. Actually, that's a good thing. I forgot that he mentioned at the end of the last episode that, you know, we could go ahead and hire guys through him. So, let's see. I'm heading to the Universal Brotherhood, call the runners, or I want to stop at the Union first. No, you know what, we're gonna go to the Universal... Ooh. Wait, I used med kits, right? Darn it, okay, I have a decision laid before me. Do I go back and get, you know, med kits and grenades, or do I just go straight to the Universal Brotherhood? You know, I'm gonna go back to the Seamstresses Union and get some med kits and grenades, and I'll hire a runner there. So, no, it's okay, I'm gonna stop at the Union first. I'll hire runners there. Alright. Well, that's an interesting little change, because I'm used to... what the heck? Why... oh. Alright, so the game is making us exit the opposite way from where we came from. I'm guessing. Oh yeah, there's the yellow marker right there. Which I suppose makes sense, because... you know, they want us to be able to see this entire cemetery that they put together, and there's chances for looting. So let's go ahead and take a look at various things here. We found a Cavalier frag grenade. Alright, well, we're already, we'll say, grabbing some loot here. We've already got a few grenades, so maybe it won't be so necessary to go ahead and buy so much. I love the little wispy things, and I have a feeling that if I had the proper class, you know, those would, there would be something else there. I do like that. Item added jazz. What the heck is jazz? What, is this jazz? It's a combat stim that increases quickness +2 and AP 1 for 5 rounds. Oh, it's drugs, basically. Okay. That's kind of... that's not cool. No, it's not cool. Remember, kids, don't do drugs. because drugs are really expensive. I'm sorry, that was, they have that, you know, there's that DARE program, right? And it's supposed to be what, drug awareness resistance education, and apparently it's been proven that it doesn't work, but that was the acronym that we had come up with as kids. Were like, you know what, that doesn't mean anything to a kid. Drug awareness resistance education. Like, what? Let's see, item force for abomination elemental. Summons a force for abomination elemental. The fetish is consumed when used. Required spirit summoning 1. What would you like to do with this item? Okay, so it's an item that I guess allows us to summon things, but we can't actually use it. So I'm gonna actually send it to my stash. I've never seen a screen like this before, so that's very interesting. We're gonna send that to our stash because, hey, I don't know, we might need it. I doubt we will, but we could always sell it, right? But yeah, like, to a kid, like, that doesn't mean anything. Drug awareness resistance education. Those are a bunch of big words. Like, I know kids aren't stupid. Okay, well, maybe some of them are. Well, maybe they are. Well, they're not really stupid. Okay, let's start over again. Vocabulary-wise, that kind of thing doesn't mean anything to a kid. But if you change the acronym to drugs are really expensive, and then you start talking about, hey, you know, you could be, you know, buying a bunch of other stuff with your money, it might work a little bit better than using a bunch of, you know, terms that kids are not going to relate to kids. Sorry. Random story. Anyways, you put the pieces together. Jessica Watts was reassembling her mother, Melinda, gathering her missing organs to allow Melinda a decent burial. Organs Sam sold for a quick buck after her death. Really? Sam sold them for a quick buck after her death? That's interesting, because that wasn't really revealed so much in what we heard, but okay, that's not the impression I got. But anyways, the ghoul attack after the ceremony didn't appear to be part of Lynn Telestrian's attempt to get you out of Jessica's way. They were just more victims of Magic's helter-skelter return to the world. Lynn's well-armed security unit was a different animal entirely. You head back to the Union to resupply and rearm. Whatever Lynn and Jessica are involved with, it appears to be a large operation, and the trail leads to the Universal Brotherhood. I can't seem to get my voice to get down into the bass. The bassy part of my voice doesn't seem to be working. So I guess we'll have to keep things a little bit higher pitched today for some whatever reason. Anyways, I came here looking for supplies, and I'm not sure if I even need any supplies now because I seem to be pretty well stocked. Well, do I really need this many types of grenades? Let's be honest. We've got one frag grenade that does damage to 16, and we got the Fischetti frag grenade. So, you know what, let's go ahead and get rid of the Fischetti one. And maybe swap that out for something a little bit decent. I'll be right back after I'm done my my buying, and maybe checking if I've got any new spells to get. Alright, really quick, my purchases basically included actually getting rid of one of those grenades. And actually buying a new one. So basically I've got 2 grenades that do 16 points of damage, so I gotta remind myself that I have those grenades at my, we'll say, at my disposal, and I should use them. I also got rid of the level 1 med kit, and I picked up, you know, the basic med kit I got rid of, and I picked up an advanced med kit that'll heal 20 points. I don't believe I've really looked at this too much, but basically I do have this item, and it is a Doc Wagon basic trauma kit, which restores a teammate to life with 25% of their total health. It's basically a Phoenix down or, you know, other similar recovery item. Yeah. I also picked up a level 2 power bolt. Because, I was like, oh man, this thing's, I think the old one did, what, 6 damage? And it was a very pitiful weapon, but now I can do consistently 10 points of damage, with my regular power bolt, which is good, which is a nice thing. That way there, you know, even if my other spells are all on cooldown, now I've got that. So now I think it's time to go ahead and hire some runners. So let's go ahead and talk to Mr. Delilah and make our decisions. Let's see. Let's hire a team and head for the Universal Brotherhood. Now, what exactly should we be looking for? We've already got Coyote. And what role does Coyote fill? Coyote is... I'm actually not entirely sure. Part-time runner, full-time badass, product of the streets who mixes a mean cocktail. Well, she's got a shotgun and a pistol. And, I don't think she really has, well, let's take a look at here. Cyberware, she's got something on her left arm. Let's see, what is it? Silver technology, basic replacement limbs that adds plus 6 HP. Now, I had thought about doing some cybernetic stuff, but if I recall correctly, it actually interferes with magic, and that's not something I want to do. I don't want to, we'll say, step on my magic at all. My character likes being completely natural, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be playing around too much with, like, data jacks, or actually I think that's more of a Decker thing. But anyways, I'm not going to be playing around with cybernetics a whole lot in this, this playthrough. That's... when I play a game, I like to show off as much as possible, so it's a little bit disappointing that I'm not going to be doing that, but... Anyways, her strengths definitely appear to be in strength and quickness. So yeah, she's primarily all about the shotgun, the pistol, and, you know, maybe a little bit of melee weapon sort of thing. So she's just a straight up sort of fighter, straight up grunt kind of thing. Now, we haven't played around too much with the Nephilim network, and these are basically your higher tier characters. And I'm not entirely sure if I should be, saving my money, or if I should be, you know... I'm trying to figure out right now, what do I want to go big? Like, is this the last part of the game? You know, I want to sort of save up my money for, you know, that big last showdown. That's when I'm going to break out the good, you know, the good contacts, the big guns, basically. I think we're going to go ahead and stick with the fixer contacts for now. We've done fairly well on our own with, you know, who we've had. So, let's see, who am I going to choose? You know, once again, I'm gonna go ahead and make a cut, and I'll be back after I've made my decision. Alright, so basically we're going ahead with Coyote because she's the cheapest option. We're gonna keep her there. We're also gonna go ahead and grab Portex again, because I like having a Decker, just in case. And as well, I've also grabbed this guy here, whose name escapes me. I believe it starts with an N. Nchi. He's an orc rigger. We haven't played around with riggers at all. And basically what the riggers do is they have these drones that they can sort of send out. So we've got, basically this one here is a medkit on wheels. It's a runner's best friend in the heat of a firefight. So he can be sitting there with his shotgun, you know, firing, and then he can have the drone working independently as well. So it's like getting sort of two team members. He's also got this drone here, the Strato 9, which basically is a sort of hover drone that has a weapon. So basically he can be in two places at once firing. So I thought this might be sort of a cool, we'll say addition, or a cool little thing to play with. Yeah, I think that'll do. So we're gonna go ahead and confirm this, and I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Towards Brotherhood. It takes nearly an hour for the taxi to make its way from the squalor of the Redmond Barrens across the bridge to the Seattle waterfront and the Universal Brotherhood. The building is a pre-crash brick job with a fancy new facade that sports neon highlights and an enormous set of glass double doors. Through the windows you can see activity within, smiling, happy disciples shuffling along in beige pajamas and slippers. Sounds creepy. A greeter stands outside the front door, gently attempting to entice the misbegotten and the curious to enter and take their first baby steps towards Brotherhood. Pike Palace Market is usually empty by now, but you step out of the cab to the sounds of an excited crowd. And I believe we've already got all of our gear in order, so we're gonna go ahead and just hit confirm. Game autosaved. Yes. But evidently the game's not loaded yet. Hello? There we go. Alright, so we find ourselves outside the... I guess we're not at the Universal Brotherhood yet, are we? Wait, where are we? Well, our indicator's telling us we need to go this way, so we need to go that way. We need to make our way over there. So let's go ahead and walk through the crowd and, oh, it's awesome. He's actually got... both drones are actually following him right now. I thought that would have to be something that, you know, they would have to set up or use, but that's cool that they're already deployed. They're ready to go. I forgot I had played around a little bit with those before. So let's go ahead and talk to the people on our way down the street. There appears to be some sort of concert or something going on. Public Market Center. Okay, so yeah, we've got like someone dancing up on stage and someone sitting on the side, so I don't know, maybe it's a concert that's going to start? Maria Mercurial fan. Alright, let's ask this guy what's up. The fan is apparently excited to be in the same city as the rock star. Hey, how you doing? You here for the Maria Mercurial, Mercurial concert? I think it's Mercurial. Anyways, let's see. You bet, can you get me in? No, just passing by. I'm going to the Universal Brotherhood, or what's it to you? You know, I'm gonna appeal to his obviously what he loves. You know, if I say you bet, maybe he'll be more willing to talk to me, because that's a psychological thing. If I'm recalling correctly from psychology, is that, you know, people tend to be more open with those that they sort of identify as being similar to them. So if I go ahead and I say, you bet, can you get me in? It shows that I'm interested. I'm interested in what he likes, and he might be more willing to talk to me. Although this is a game, and I'm not so sure that maybe they would have coded that in. But anyways, that's my reasoning. I wish I could get in. They just announced this thing like an hour ago, all spontaneous like. Of course, by the time I got here, all the tickets were already gone. I'm gonna try to find a better spot to hear. I don't know about you, but this seems like a pretty good place to be. Like, even here on the outside of the thing, I'm pretty sure you can hear that pretty well from there. But alright, what about you? We got Slick Security Guard and a dealer. Let's go ahead and talk to the security guard first. I realize this is kind of like a sort of a side thing, but I'm down with side things. May I help you? Let's see, do you work for the Rockstar? Can I get into the concert? Know anything about the Universal Brotherhood? Or I'm going to look around. Can I get into the concert? Okay, do you work for the Rockstar? Yes, ma'am, I work for Maria Mercurial. Something I can do for you? I'd like to meet Maria Mercurial. Lots of people want to meet Maria Mercurial. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work, but, do lots of people have this much Nuyen? Show the counter on your cred stick, which is very low right now, might I add. I'm an old friend of hers. He's not gonna buy that. I have a song I think Miss Mercurial would want to hear. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna work. I don't think these two are gonna work, but, you know, let's go ahead and try the bribery route. Why not? We'll say Alex is a fan of Maria. Man, my job is to protect the Silver Lady. Do you think I'd be worth anything if I could be bribed that easily? Alright, well, do you know anything about the Universal Brotherhood? Yes, I tried to bribe you, now I'm asking about a very shady cult. Just what I see on the Tri-D. Can I get into the concert? That's not up to me. The concert was only announced an hour ago, but the tickets are already sold out. Sorry, nothing I can do. Well, I'm gonna go look around. Suit yourself, chummer. Alright, well that was a failure. Let's go ahead and talk to the dealer. Hey, man. It wouldn't be a rock concert without a drug dealer, although no police are nearby. He plays the part as if his performance was part of the experience. Sorry, I was tripping over my tongue a little bit there. Psst, yo, you like nerps? Maybe something stronger? Let's see here. I didn't know there was a concert today. Who's playing? I'm gonna play dumb. Maria Mercurial, the Silver Lady. She is the waviest, so smooth. I love her chromed cyber limbs. She's kind of fallen off the radar lately, though. Looks like she's making a comeback. What the heck is nerps? You've been living under a rock, Ome? Nerps is the wonder drug. It'll cure whatever ails you. You've got nerps? No, I'm out of nerps, but I got something else you might like. Yeah, when does the show start? It's gonna be hours. They just started setting up and a crowd is already forming. This is her town, so it's no surprise. I'm wondering if this is going to play into what happens with us at the Universal Brotherhood. You know, at the very end we need to make an escape, but there's huge crowds and we can use those to escape. I don't know. Because I find it very interesting. There's not a whole lot we can do here, and I'm wondering if that's just because of our skill set, but I don't know. Show me what you got. And he's just got some of this stuff, so let's see, we got Jazz, Kamikaze, and Nitro. No, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks, guy. Alright, so since we've taken that little detour and we've looked over there, I guess it's time to keep going. And this here appears to be the Universal Brotherhood. To build a better tomorrow. Alright, let's talk to Patrick. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? Welcome, sister. Are you ready to build a better tomorrow? I'm thinking about it. Let's see, have you looked at the world lately? I don't see a better tomorrow coming. I think that's a little bit more realistic to how Alex would feel, so let's go ahead with the bottom one. I used to feel the same way. Then I heard Lynn Telestrian speak at my first discovery meeting, and I realized what I'd been missing. Come in and find the power of belonging. Belonging? Seriously? Absolutely, sister. In a world as cold as this one, what's more important than belonging? Why is belonging capitalized? Is this a proper noun? Is this some evil demon known as belonging? I can see you have some questions. Why don't you ask them? Alright, what is the Universal Brotherhood? The Universal Brotherhood is a community that welcomes all form of meta-humanity with the mission of making the world a better place by helping individuals to become so much more than they currently are. Oh, you help us level up! It's not a religion, is it? It sounds like a religion. So it's a religion. Yes, sister. We don't try to hide that. Well, at least they don't try to hide it. After all, what is religion but an organized collection of beliefs that relate meta-humanity to our spirituality? We believe that the Brotherhood is the highest form of religion because it brings us closer to the truth. Wait, so it's the highest form of religion because it brings us closer to the truth. But doesn't every religion make the same claim that it brings them closer to the truth? So I feel like there's some circular reasoning in there. Let's see, and what is the truth? So you think the Universal Brotherhood is the truth? This sounds like a cult. Yeah, I'm gonna ask them, what is the truth? That's what you'll find out inside. Come in and find the power of belonging. There it is again, capitalized. You know, I was wondering at first, I'm like, was that a typo that they capitalized it? But it's capitalized again. At least tell me a bit of the truth. Gladly, it's something we're happy to share. I just thought you'd prefer to hear it from someone more articulate than me. You mean more manipulative? It starts with the idea that meta-humanity is good at its core, and we are all one family. But more than that, it's that we are linked to something greater than ourselves, something beyond time, something beyond flesh. So it's the Force. And that is? You're gonna have to go inside if you want to learn more. It's belonging, isn't it? It is belonging. Who can join? Why, anyone, of course. It wouldn't be very universal if we left anyone out, would it? Elves are especially welcome, sister. Why are we especially welcome? Does that mean there's different tiers of acceptance? That's all for now. I'm actually gonna come back and, great, come in and find the power of belonging. I'm gonna ask him the other questions, in a bit, but I want to make sure that I, check out the rest of the map, just in case there was anything else. Doesn't appear to be anything else here, so... Alright, let's go back and talk to the guy. We'll finish our questioning. Hopefully it won't set off any alarms here. Do you know Jessica Watts? Of course, Grandmother Jessica is the leader of this chapter of the Universal Brotherhood. Oh, and can you tell me about Lynn Telestrian? Happily, Mother Lynn is our chapter's most dynamic spokesperson. She is truly an inspiration to us all. Yeah, that's all for now. Great, come in and find the power of belonging. Once again, capitalized. Alright guys, I'm pretty sure we're going into the Universal Brotherhood. But you know what? We're gonna do that next time, because I've actually run out of time for this episode. So, I'm gonna go ahead and save the game, because that's all the time I have. So, next time we're actually gonna go into the Universal Brotherhood. I'm sorry not a whole lot happened this episode. I feel like it was mostly just getting here. We got a little bit distracted along the way. We did a little bit of buying and stuff. But next time we're gonna go into the Universal Brotherhood and find out a little bit more about this cult. Yeah, that's the game plan. So anyways, if you liked the video, you liked the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.